Hey guys, today we're gonna do a little different of a video here. I am gonna ask Jonathan Beasley some questions. He's a builder here, 757 Building Company, and so I just wanted to get some insight into your brain.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So first things first, what do you look for in an ideal client that you're gonna build a home for?
It's an interesting question. Well, if we're talking about building from the ground up, like the entire 7, 8, 9 month process, in that instance, the number one quality actually is someone that's decisive and mature and reasonable, right? Because it's a relationship of mutual trust, right? And so we become a team for 8 or 9 months, and there's going to be a lot of communication. There's a lot of go-betweens, especially if they have an agent and I have an agent. There's lots of communication points in that chain between myself and my company and the client. And there will invariably be challenges that come up, right? There's weather delays or inspection delays or name your thing that could potentially be like a little hiccup in the process. And if someone is really rigid and they're tied to the job site and or they're indecisive and they want to make 25 change orders, that's the easiest way to wreck your budget and wreck your timeline is change orders. So
right, and for mistakes to be made.
Yeah, for sure. Right, tracking the fact that we've chosen 4 different flooring for the master bathroom. Like we have 4 different tile choices. We got to make sure that we order the right one and install the right one. Exactly. So decisiveness, maturity. Now it's a different thing if somebody has like an unlimited budget, make as many change orders as you want. But typically that's not the world our clients exist in. So it's good to sort of button those things down up front. And someone that can roll with the punches, that can have healthy, like mature adult conversations and be flexible as things change because it's an evolving process to build a house.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I have a question for you.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, I thought this was me only asking you questions.
No, you get to get on the hot seat.
All right, bring it on.
This is a design question, right? Because you do all the selections. You're a builder rep, right? And I know you watch a lot of HGTV. So design trends, like what are you seeing in the world of selections and styles and architecture and elevation and both like interior and exterior? Are you seeing any particular trends that are moving in a certain direction, and kind of what's your sense on like what's new and trendy in new construction?
I don't think it's a secret. I think color is where people are going. People are kind of moving away from that stark white, everything being that gray-white palette to some really deep, dark colors. Green was really popular in 2024, and right now they're moving into even some like brown. I mean, the color of the year for Sherwin-Williams is like this clover brown. So people are moving into some really deep, dark colors. Yeah.
How about barn dominiums? Any thoughts on that? We recently rolled out barn dominiums. That seems to be, vaulted ceilings, lodge style, at least for our particular market. That seems to be like hugely trendy.
Super popular. The barndo. We call them barndos around here because who wants to say barn dominium every single time?
I hate that word.
You hate barn dominium or barndo?
Barndo worse than barn dominium, but I hate both of them.
We're saying barndo.
Yeah, it works for me.
All right, so barndos are definitely a huge trend right now. I mean, we live in this, Hampton Roads is this like rural and urban population. So it's really easy to have these country homes and people wanting to have all the amenities of like all the really cool stuff like tankless hot water heater and huge ceilings and crisp flooring and things like that. And they want that. They don't want that in like an old country style home. They want that in something that's really modern, and the barndo is like doing it for people. Yeah,
sparkly and shiny, yet rustic and lodge.
Totally.
Yeah, totally good.
All right, I got a good one here.
Okay.
How do you manage to stay on budget and make the clients happy?
Defer to first answer, right? Setting expectations up front. No, listen, I will make no bones about it. Hitting the client's target budget is number one priority. Yeah. And it's tough because people's imagination, particularly in building, it's like building and dining out are like the 2 places where, if you go in hungry and like everything looks like it's an option, you want to order a bunch of stuff, and then when the bill shows up, you're like, what have I done?
What did I do?
Exactly. So it's actually good to establish that budget number up front, because if we can get within the parameters of reality and know what that like comfortable spending allowance per month
Yeah.
we can kind of reverse engineer the best options for them, and then we start to kind of piece. It's a puzzle, right? It's like, okay, you have your location, the land piece is one, the house and the construction and the amenities and the size and bedrooms and all that's one piece, and then your budget's the third piece. And so kind of like figuring out how to put those three pieces together in a pie that equates to a comfortable monthly payment really is the secret sauce. So how do we do it? We start with the budget.
Yeah.
We got to figure out upfront what can they spend, what do they want to spend, and then reverse engineer from that point.
And design-wise, when you're doing selections, like you have to know what their budget is, so that you can make sure they're, our clients are making selections within the items that will work within their budget. Like, not going to show someone marble flooring or marble countertops when granite is in their budget.
Yeah. Here's one for you. What's your favorite sexual position? Hey guys, so we're having so much fun doing this. We're going a little long, so we're gonna make part 2 coming up in a week or so. We'll drop that vid as well. Until then, we are 757 Building Company, where we exist to be a force for good by building lasting relationships
And crafting forever homes.
We'll see you soon.